There we go. Do we let this run for a minute like it says, or do we go ahead and just start the show opening?
Go ahead and start.
Pioneer sports, extra tales of great Boswell's never rock and roll. Pioneer sports, extra tales of great Boswell's never gonna quit. Coach Weaver's roar echoes in our soul, chasing glory, now we're rock and roll. Pioneer sports, extra tales of great Boswell's never gonna quit. Coach Weaver's roar echoes in our soul, chasing glory, now we're rock and roll.
Hey, good evening and welcome to Pioneer Sports Extra, the home of the only coaches show in Saginaw, Texas. One more time, live from Red's Barbecue here at 7335 Boat Club Road. Hello, everyone. I'm Jim Howard. Joining me tonight, of course, the gentleman to my left is the head coach of the Boswell Pioneers, Coach Wes Weaver. And then to the left of him, can't see him, he's off camera right now, is wide receiver Colton Coursey is with us. And hello, Colton.
Hi, how are you?
Glad to have you with us tonight. Got a lot to talk about. This is a big week for the Boswell Pioneers. To my right is Keith Diamond. Had a little bit of trouble with some equipment, so we've only got one camera, and you're looking at it. And so we're going to have fun tonight, as this is the last time that I'll be broadcasting from Red's Barbecue after 20 years behind the camera. This is it. And then next week we will be at Boswell, as we got a big reunion show, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to take a quick break and recognize our sponsors. When we come back, we will talk about that game last Thursday night against the North Crowley Panthers. Stay with us here on Boswell Sports.
Off of 7335 down on Boat Club Road, there's a place folks gather and let their troubles unload. Red's Barbecue delights under a Texas sky, with brisket, sausage ribs, and chicken fried. Juicy burger stacking high, Red's fries on my plate. Flavor so rich my mouth can't wait. Pay the man, he's got the magic touch. A bite of heaven, it's never too much. Oh, Red's Barbecue, make you move like a cow. Tasting Texas pride, no stopping now. From sun up to sundown, this place feels right. Red's Barbecue, every single bite. Fried steak, crispy and brown, the tastiest food in our little town. The sauce is poured with love, smoking so fine. Every meal there is a grand old time, with friends and tunes under the barbecue lights, laughing and eating through the warm summer nights. Grill marks are painted, a culinary art. Red's Barbecue knows the way to my heart. Oh, Red's Barbecue, make you move like a cow. Tasting Texas pride, no stopping now. From sun up to sundown, this place feels right. Red's Barbecue, every single bite. Barbecue, make you move like a cow. Tasting Texas pride, no stopping now. From sun up to sundown, this place feels right. Red's Barbecue, every single bite.
Thinking about saving money on insurance? Think no more. The answer is Lone Star Insurers, a Paul Jacobs agency. We have just the right coverage for you. Auto, home, health, life, recreational vehicles, and more. See how we can save you money on your monthly premiums with these products. All State, Progressive, MetLife, Mercury, and Unitrade. Call today for a free quote. Lone Star Insurers is locally owned. Find them at 8101 Boat Club Road 325, Fort Worth, Texas 76179, or call them at 817-236-2886.
Click, flash, the moment's gone, but with Sandy it still lives on. Jan Friday nights and birthday cake, kosher weddings full of love we make. EX senior smiles, friends so true, every shot is just for you. Sony, you just live it, she'll come through, capturing the moment so you don't have to. Sandy's Sandy's action photography, memories in Sandy's action photography, memories in motion. Click, flash, the moment's gone, but with Sandy it still lives on. Jan Friday nights and birthday cake.
Sandy's Action Photography is there to capture the moments you find dear. She is there to make sure you never miss those important moments that will last a lifetime. From the field to chapel, let her do the work for you. Sandy's Action Photography has been a pioneer favorite for 20 years. Contact us for your special event at saj872@yahoo.com or call us at 817-253-9510 today.
Sandy's action photography, memories in motion.
All right.
His goodness, just gonna show it.
Okay, that's what Nope.
Oops.
There we go. All right. Welcome back to Pioneer Sports Extra. And like I say, we are struggling, as always, with equipment. A lot of it was duct tape and baling wire and part of the baling wire above is up, setting everything up. And so we don't have our normal cameras and we're going to do this on the fly. But man, I tell you what, it's exciting out here. We got almost a full house. The Coursey family is here to cheer on Colton. Colton, real quick, you want to introduce who you got out there?
Sure. My mom's here, Rita, my dad, Jared, and Papa, my grandpa, and my grandma.
Man, Great to have you with us. Coach was dive right in last Thursday night's game. It did not turn out the way that we wanted. Right? The Human State Champion showed why they won. What overall takeaway did you have from this game?
I was really pleased with how our guys
competed. You don't one year doesn't carry over to the next, but you do compare it. The previous 2 years, we'd only scored 7 points total. We were able to put 17 on the board. I thought we competed better in this game than we had the previous two times versus them. Um, and I that's what I took away from it. Yeah, we would have loved to have won the game. But like you said, they're the defending state champions. They've got talent all over the field. A lot of those guys are
D1 commits.
Division One commits or Division One will be Division One commits. Um, they're well coached. I mean, you check all the boxes of things that they do really well / great, and there's a lot of them that you're going to check. And but I thought our kids competed hard and didn't back down. And so I was really proud of the way that they fought. Uh, you know, um, there's no moral victories, but
I was
I
just
was,
about to say, I know
that,
you don't like moral victories, but
there's no moral victories, but I think I don't know that they were losing after the first quarter in any game this season
Well,
before us.
that's what I was gonna say. I
yeah,
did after when I got home, I went through and I looked at like all the games that North Crowley did, and that game, the Boswell game, was the only game that they went scoreless in a single quarter.
Yep.
and Boswell has scored the most points in district on North Crowley. So, hey,
Right.
it's something.
Yeah. And so but that's what I was most pleased with was just we didn't go in intimidated. It wasn't, oh my gosh, they're defending 6A state champions. They've got all these guys all over the field. Our guys attacked it like any other game, and we threw haymakers. We threw our share of big shots, and you know, um, they did a good job of absorbing that and reacting to it. North Crowley, I mean, they did a good job of reacting and continuing to do that. And but our kids never let up. I thought we fought hard the entire game.
Yeah, and you talked about that a little bit. Early on, the team actually took the lead after a 30-yard field goal from Ben Perez. What was the feeling on the sideline at that point?
Well, it was confident. We were like, we had talked before the game that we respect everybody, but we don't fear anybody. And I think when you go against a team like that, or a Forney, or guys that are perennially playing 15, 16 weeks in a season, a lot of what they do is you're down 14 points when you get off the bus just because you've built it up in your mind. And I thought, we had done a good job of trying to make them human, and uh, I think that kind of solidified that, they're 15, 16, 17-year-old kids just like us. Let's go play. And we did. And the second quarter, uh, they kind of got their bearings and found their groove and were able to put, 5 touchdowns on the board. And but defensively, I felt like Uh, you know, I was pleased with how our defense played against an offense of that caliber. We got the ball first. We drove down, picked up a couple first downs before we gave them the ball, and they go down, they drive quite a ways, and we force a turnover. Armani Jones intercepts a pass,
Yeah,
and that's what led to. That was the drive where we went down and kicked the field goal to take the 3-0 lead. And it's just a 3-0 lead, but um, we had a big pass play on that to Porter Stevenson on third down and got down in their territory and field goal range. And um, so there were things that we were giving them our best shots, and I'm real proud of our kids.
you've faced good teams all season, but what specifically stood out about North Crawley's execution last week?
Uh, you know you're gonna they're gonna get theirs at some point. You're not gonna stop them every single time. Going back to our defense, like we forced a turnover on their first possession. We forced them out on fourth down. We kept them from getting first downs on fourth down a couple times, and then we also forced them to punt. And so, yeah, our defense gave up a lot of yards, but it was, it was, I felt like it wasn't like they were just driving up and down the field on us. If that may seem crazy, but it was our defense was making them earn what they got.
Yeah, absolutely. First quarter went well. Second quarter really swung the momentum. 5 touchdowns in that one frame. What changed in that stretch?
Well, the field position's key, and um, they had the ball at the end of the first quarter down in our territory, and so I think they scored on the first play of the second quarter. So that's going to set them up to potentially have a big quarter and score. But our offense had a little bit more trouble picking up first downs. They were getting a short field, you know, quite a bit, and uh, the field position was not in our favor in that second quarter, and so a team of that caliber, that offensive firepower, if you give them, 55 yards to go, it's going to be tough to stop them.
So, Coach, we did have the one big play, 76-yard touchdown from Juju to Chance Lassiter. Talk about that connection and what you saw on that play.
That was a great play call by Coach Freeman, and kind of timed up when they were going to bring pressure, and it was right there towards the end of the half, and we were able to execute it very well. The offensive line did a great job of getting out there. Hudson Norwich, Rylan Underwood, Kyler Davis got out there and got bodies on people. And because when Chance caught it, there was nobody around him, and there was a lot of space, and Chance in space is very dangerous. And
Yes.
uh, we've had a difficult time finding space for him this year, and but the couple times when he has gotten the ball in space, like he he's an exciting kid to watch, and he was able to go all the way, score a touchdown right there before half, and make it 35-10, and then we went from there.
Tyler Reyes got some time as well, found the end zone late. What does it say about your group that they kept fighting until the end?
Oh, just it tells me that what I knew about them all along. They're a great bunch of kids. Uh, they're going to compete. One of the things we talk about is, you know, whenever you face adversity on the football field, it's just like the adversity you're going to face in your life, and you know you you can sit and feel sorry for yourself, or you can keep going. And we talk about always keep going. Like you always have to pull yourself up and keep going. You can make excuses and have a woe is me attitude, and man, we've been dealt a bad hand or whatever. And we try not to have that attitude. We really try to talk to our guys about, you're gonna face adversity, you're gonna face hardship, you're gonna face things that seem unfair.
So,
Wallowing about it doesn't doesn't do you any good.
so when you look back at this one on film, what's the biggest teaching point for your team?
That when you're playing a good team, you have to be 90% or better on where you're supposed to be. Because like if you're supposed to be in on defense, for example, if you're supposed to be in this particular gap and you're not there when you're supposed to be there, that a good team, that guy's already by you. Like speed, athleticism, whatever it is. So you have to, really know your assignments, have been taught and repped well during the week, and so that there's no mental mistakes. There's no I'm slow. I'm moving slow physically because I'm thinking too much. You've got to know what your assignment is, where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be there. Identify your coverage, identify this, and get to your spot quickly. And same thing with offense. Like, okay, they're lined up like this. Okay, I've got to use this technique. I've got to do this. And if you're an offensive lineman, you're processing all that in fractions of seconds. And then, same thing at the quarterback position. If you're seeing that they're lined up in a particular way, uh, there's at some point every week the defense seems like they line up in something that they haven't shown before. And our quarterback's got to be able to adjust. And so, just that when you're facing a good team, you have to be confident in what your assignments are mentally so that you can play fast physically.
How do you turn a tough loss like this into something positive for this week's game?
Well, you went toe to toe for uh, 4 quarters with the defending state champion. They're probably going to play 15, 16 weeks again this year. Um, like y'all said, like we were able to move the ball on them, and they're a great defense. They're a great offense. Uh, we've played lesser defenses and not moved the ball as well and not scored as many points. And so like you look at that and you'll be like, these guys are coached well, they perform at a high level, and we were able to do X, Y, Z. And so you carry that over to subsequent games, and you're like, this is what we are capable of. That's the standard we need to exceed and aspire to exceed going forward.
Finally, Coach, for the Boswell fans that are watching tonight, what do you want them to know about where this team's mindset is heading into this very crucial game this week against Weatherford?
They know what's at stake, and they know there's it's not pressure, but they know what's at stake. That uh, we win these two and we're in. And so I told them yesterday in the weight room after we lifted, I said really the playoffs for us start right now. And so we've got 2 weeks, and but we can't be looking ahead to Lake Ridge. Weatherford's got their own set of problems that they're going to present to us, and so you know we've got to take care of the Weatherford Kangaroos first. And Weatherford's, they're 1-7, but they're scoring a ton of points on offense. They throw a ton of formations at you. They've got a really good running back that's leading the district in yards per carry. They've got a really good freshman wide receiver that's leading the district in uh, total receptions, and he's right up there in yards. And so there's it's going to be a game on Friday.
Well, that is a look back at the North Crowley game. Like we said, a big one this week against Weatherford, as the Pioneers are still hoping to punch their ticket into the postseason. And we're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll talk about that game here on Pioneer Sports Extra.
Meet Kim Miller. She's a property management specialist. She can help take out the hassle from the rent race. Let her show you how to become an owner and not just a landlord. Help with rent collections, maintenance, and inspections. That's all county property management.
When you make money, we make money. Low vacancy rates, full web access, low monthly fee. No hidden or extra costs. Connect with us from a wide range of devices such as your smartphone, tablet, or computer. So before you rent your next property, call us. Check us out on Facebook, Boswellsports, X, or Instagram. So what are you waiting for? Contact us today. That's All County Property Management at 81756-72500. Call today.
If you're a fan of classic rock and tired of hearing the same old songs over and over, you need to tune in to thezoo.net. Thousands of songs in the library. Radio like it used to be. Radio as it should be. It's on the internet 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, and it's free. The best classic rock of all time. It's thezoo.net.
The internet's best classic rock. The Zoo.
Good, it will make you make cow noises. Go to Red's Barbecue at 7335 Boat Club Road, home of Pioneer Sports Extra.
Oh, there we go.
Welcome back to Pioneer Sports Extra. We are live at Red's Barbecue at 7335 Boat Club Road. It is Tuesday night. Tuesday night is pulled pork sandwich night with slaw and Carolina sauce. And man, is it good? Their pulled pork is great. I've had it. Coach didn't grab a plate this time, but I'm sure he's loving what he's smelling across the grill there. And the Coursey family has had a big dinner. They're enjoying it. Come on down and join us. We got plenty of time. A couple more segments here as Red's Barbecue, the host of Pioneer Sports Extra. Coach, this week's matchup against Weatherford, huge playoff implications. Peyton's gone through and done his professor thing, has all these scenarios for you guys making the playoffs. How are you and your players approaching what's essentially a must-win game?
The only one that I've told the players about is we win these next two, we're in. And so and if we do that, then we're in control of our own destiny. We don't have to rely on anything else for tiebreakers or anything. And so that's how we're approaching it. We're in control of our own destiny. We've got to prepare. We've got to practice. We've got to have a good week leading up to it. and that's the mindset of the kids. That's the mindset of the coaches. Is that we're going to go and take care of business, and this week is all we're worried about. We're not worried about the game next week, okay? Because honestly, like if we don't do what we're capable of this week, next week doesn't matter. And so let's go ahead and let's take care of what we can take care of, and focus on the Weatherford Kangaroos. Like I said earlier, they're putting up a lot of points. They throw a ton of formations at you, and that's they've got to be our sole focus.
So Weatherford, like you said, the record may not jump out at you as they're 1-7 so far, but they've been in some battles, especially last week, 63-46 shootout against one of the better teams in the district, Mansfield Lake Ridge. What stands out to you when you watch them on film?
Like I mentioned earlier, they've got a really good running back. They've got a really good receiver. Their quarterback does a great job of running their offense. Defensively, they run a 3-3 stack, which is a defense that presents a lot of problems just uh, scheme wise for a lot of people. You're able to bring a fourth guy and a fifth guy, uh, and it's hard to tell where it's going to come from. And so you've got to play your technique, you've got to play your rules, and have your eyes up and make sure that you're not guessing. Okay, so like on a pass route or a pass play, we've got to kick back and give ourselves time to sort out how everything's going to come out. Um, Secondary wise, they play some man coverage, they play some zone, and so they're well coached. Coach Sims has had success at every stop he's been at. He's taken Weatherford to the playoffs a couple times in his tenure there, and it's going to be a good game.
Coach, their quarterback has nearly 1,500 yards passing. What are some of the things your defense needs to do to try to contain him?
Uh, you know, don't don't get caught looking at the wrong thing. They use a lot of misdirection. They try to trick your eyes by going one way and then they're going to come back the other way, or they'll have guys going in multiple directions. And if you get caught looking at that, somebody's going to be wide open. A gap's going to be open. And so we've got to be disciplined in what we're doing. We've got to be disciplined on defense and doing our job, not trying to make every tackle. Sometimes your job on a defensive play is to force it back inside and let somebody else make the play. Or sometimes your job is to cover a zone and make them throw to somewhere else where we've got more guys. And so you do that, and it may not be glamorous. It may not show up on the stat sheet, but it sure shows up in a W.
So you talked about Quimby, their running back, 870 rushing yards. Uh, what can you do to slow him down? And do you
Uh,
see any weaknesses there?
no, he's a really good running back, and they've got a big O line. Uh, and it goes back to what I was saying, playing your technique, playing your assignment, and not trying to do too much. Not thinking like, oh, I can go make this play. You sit in your gap, you take care of your job, and then let the game come to you. Be aggressive, but you're not trying to make every play.
And then talk a little bit about Jack Hemphill or Jacob Hemphill. That's their go-to guy, 600 yards receiving. What's the plan to match up against the passing attack?
We're gonna throw the kitchen sink at them and see if they can adjust and recognize what we're trying to do. Hemphill, he's gonna be a dude for the next 4 years. He's only a freshman, and so let's hit him now while he's young because he's gonna do nothing but get harder to tackle and harder to cover.
They've showed that they can score in bunches. How do you balance preparing for their offense while keeping your own rhythm and identity on offense?
You worry you show our kids what they're gonna be doing, and the key thing with an offense like Weatherford is you have to be lined up right. You've got to make sure that they don't have you outmanned on one side or the other because they're going to have, you know, oversets and heavy sets where there's four offensive linemen to the right of the center or the left of the center that are, it may look like a tight end, but it's actual guard, tackle, and you've got to identify that stuff quickly and then get lined up to it because we line up differently to that than if it's just a traditional tight end or, and so you got to show your kids that, and then the main focus is this is what we're going to do. This is what you're going to do. This is what we're going to call. This is how we're going to play this, and you give them the confidence to go out and play fast.
Coach, for you, it is kind of a special night as this is senior night this Friday night, the last home game of the season, regular season. And how special is it for you and for those seniors to play one more time at Pioneer Stadium?
Oh, it's awesome. It's you know, it's always bittersweet because it is your last home game. It's the whether you're going to play college football or whether you're going to play baseball or whether you're going to school or joining the military, you'll always remember high school football and you'll always remember your last game that you played at your place. And you know, mine was all the way back in 1996 versus Fossil Ridge, and it's you know, I could tell you a lot about that night, and it's just awesome. And but like I said, it's also bittersweet because you know that's one of the last times that you know, it is the last time that you're ever going to be on that field with those stakes with this group of guys. Like you're never going to get all of them in one spot again. You know, as try as hard as you might, you're never going to have all of them together again that you went through this whole season with. You went through this whole, you know, football deal with from sixth grade or seventh grade through your senior year, and now it's coming to an end at your place. And you know, like I said, we're working to get in the playoffs and planning to get in the playoffs. But you know, we're not going to host a game at Pioneer Stadium again.
So, what goes through the seniors' heads? Do you know? Do they talk to you about it? What is the feeling that they have as they know that this is it?
I don't think a lot of them think about it beforehand. It's not until like the day of. Like I think right now they're probably all just doing what they do on a normal week. You know, I think back we had a player 2 years ago, and he sat on the bench after practice that Wednesday before senior night, and he was just like, then it hit him then, you know, and so uh, you know, it affects different kids differently. You know, I think maybe tomorrow they'll probably think about it a little bit more than they have the first 2 days of the week. But you know, like I said, it's bittersweet because it's kind of the you know that saying that one time you went outside to play with your friends for the last time and nobody knew it, you know,
Yeah.
and so uh, it's you know it's coming, and so uh, it's just you go out and you play for your boys and you get after it.
In your opinion, this is going to be a tough one. I'm setting you up
Okay,
for this one.
okay.
In your opinion, who does it affect more, mommies or daddies?
Oh, moms. It affects moms.
What kind of experiences have you had with that?
Oh, moms are gonna cry. Uh, dads are gonna be proud. Moms are gonna cry. Uh, you know, some of them will have girlfriends walk with them, and the girlfriends will cry. Some of them will have grandparents walk with them, and the grandmas will cry. So it definitely affects moms more.
Both teams still have playoff hopes alive. I mean, not just Boswell. Weatherford still has a chance. It's a 6.25% chance, but they still have a chance to get in. Some things got to happen. You guys still pretty much control your destiny. 25% chance. How do you communicate that to your football team?
Oh, I don't communicate that to our football team at all. I just talk about what we got to do. You know, I don't open the door for Weatherford to get in. Like we got to go take care of business. And you know, like I told them immediately after the North Crowley game, we're not out of it. We go win these next 2 weeks, we're in. You know, uh, going into the North Crowley game, I was telling them that we got to win. We got to win 2 out of 3, uh, however that is. And so they knew that going into that game, and uh, none of that's changed.
So what has been the tone of practice this week? What have your practices been like?
Uh, yesterday was a big teaching day, and it was a little bit more loose than I would have liked, and so I let the kids know that, and we had to do some correction at the beginning of practice today, and we got that taken care of, and we practiced pretty well after that, and I was really pleased with the work that we got in today. So there's definitely a sense of urgency uh, after yesterday.
So this one's a special one for me as well. This will be my last home game broadcast after 20 years, and frankly, it's going to be really tough. You've been a part of a lot of those games. What does it mean to you to share this moment with the Boswell community one more time?
Well, I really appreciate what you do and what you've done for the last 20 years, going back to when, Coach Ab first got the job. Uh, the exposure you give our kids and our team and our school is special. You kind of facetiously joke about saying it's the only coaches, it's the highest rated coaches show in Saginaw. It's the only coaches
Number
show,
one,
number
20 years
one.
running.
But that just goes to show that how much you care about our kids and our campus because uh, this is definitely a labor of love for you. And it's the kids love coming on the show. Colton, they always talk about it. Once you send me the text over the weekend about, hey, can we get this kid? And I communicate it to them. There's never been a time where somebody wasn't excited to come on the show and talk. And so, it's gonna be it's gonna be uh, a bittersweet, just like senior night.
Maybe they'll let me walk through the tunnel.
Yeah, come on.
We can get Sandy a rose. Finally, what do you say to the Boswell fans, especially the seniors and their families, as they fill the stands one more time this season?
Come on out. We need you behind us. Uh, Go trick or treat early and then come to the stadium.
There you go. Hey, Boswell's giving out the best treat of the season.
Yeah.
Friday night. That game is Friday night, and we will once again have it live on Boswell Sports. Our pregame starts at 6:30. We will show the kids walking out on the track like we always do, and then Peyton Peterson, man, that guy he's been on it. I think he watched all of that baseball game last night, working on playoff scenarios and everything else, and so he breaks it all down. You want to tune in for that as well because, like I say, he put a lot of work into it, and I never realized how much, how many different scenarios, how many things could happen for the Boswell Pioneers to get in. The big one is they got to win. So tune in 6:30, and then kickoff is at 7. And then next week we will head over to Boswell to the lecture hall, and we invite everybody to come out. Pioneer fans for last 20 years, last 60 years, doesn't matter. As we have a reunion show, we're going to have Taylor Weedman. We're going to have Paul Jacobs Jr. We're going to hopefully have Hunter Harp and a whole host, Trayvon Reeves, one of your coaches on the coaching staff. Going to have him there, and we're just going to have a good time reminiscing about the past 20 years.
Yep.
So we're going to take another break, and then we come back. We got Colton Coursey with us. Double Deuce is with us, and we're going to talk to him next here on Pioneer Sports Extra.
We all make bad choices. Your insurance carrier doesn't have to be one of them. Make a choice you won't regret. The foremost choice. What are you
Click flash, the moment's gone, but with Sandy it still lives on. Jan Friday nights and birthday cake, kosher weddings full of love we make. Senior smiles, friends so true, every shot is just for you.
Sandy's action photography is there to capture the moments you find dear. She is there to make sure you never miss those important moments that will last a lifetime. From the field to chapel, let her do the work for you. Sandy's Action Photography has been a Pioneer favorite for 20 years. Contact us for your special event at saj872@yahoo.com or call us at 817-253-9510 today.
Barbecue, make you move like a cow. Tasting Texas pride, no stopping now. From sun up to sundown, this place feels right. Red's Barbecue, every single bite.
All right, welcome back to Pioneer Sports Extra. We are in the final stretch here as we invite Colton Coursey, the wide receiver for the Boswell Pioneers, to the mic. Thanks for joining us on the show tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
So, senior wide receiver for Boswell, guys who's been clutch all year. We call you clutch up in the booth because it seems like all you do is catch the football. You don't get it a whole lot, but when you do, you catch it.
Yes, sir.
And how does it feel to be heading into senior night?
Like Coach Weaver said, it's bittersweet. Definitely gonna miss it, but looking forward to going out there one last time.
You know, I
With all my
asked him,
friends.
it's tough for him as a coach to know what you guys are feeling. How do you feel this week knowing that this is it at Pioneer Stadium?
Um, just I mean, I'm I'm thankful just for everything, just for them allowing me to come back and play and just be out there with my friends and I mean I'm gonna enjoy it for sure this last week at Pioneer Stadium.
Let's start with the basics. What do you love most about playing wide receiver?
I like getting the ball. I like having the ball in my hands, catching the ball, um, and yeah, it's really like catching the ball. That's for sure.
You've made some tough catches this season, 8 receptions for 69 hard-earned yards. What's the key to being reliable when your number's called?
Just trying to stay focused and just like know that I don't get as many opportunities, but when my number is called, I need to take advantage.
And have you always been a wide receiver? Have you played any other positions during your time in football?
Um, I played receiver and quarterback.
Oh,
Freshman year,
oh,
played some quarterback. Yes,
wow.
yes, sir.
So I got to ask Coach, is Superman in his future?
We'll see. We'll see.
And for those who don't know what Superman is, it's whenever they throw the ball out in the flat and then the receiver throws it downfield, and 9 times out of 10 it seems to work,
Yeah.
especially when you got a guy who's played quarterback. Um, so what is it like to catch you? A lot of times we see you running across the middle. What's it like whenever you know that the contact's coming uh, and you catch the football? What's that like for you?
I mean, most guys, some receivers don't like contact, but I love it. I love contact. Just catching the ball, taking a hit or giving a hit, it's fun.
Every player has an area where they've really grown. What would you say has been your biggest improvement as a wide receiver this season?
Um, Beginning of the season, I kind of coming into it, first varsity like games, I had a couple drops and I think I've really improved as the season got has gone on, just catching the ball.
Is there something specifically you worked on? Route running, timing with the quarterback, blocking that's helped elevate your game?
Uh, yes, sir. Definitely blocking. Blocking's been a big thing. At practice, working combos and everything, blocking, um, catching the football, staying like during summer, especially staying after with Peyton and Juju, throwing, running routes, catching the ball. Yes, sir.
You've been a part of some really exciting Pioneer football moments. What's been your favorite memory so far wearing the Boswell uniform?
Definitely the Crowley win. Stopping that run, the 2-point conversion. Me and Peyton were over there on the sideline, holding hands, holding our breath. We were nervous, but it was an awesome feeling when we won that game.
With senior night coming up, well, we've kind of already covered that, but when you're not out there catching passes, what kind of things do you enjoy doing in your free time?
Um, I play baseball. Like playing baseball.
And you outfielder,
Third baseman. Third and
third baseman.
first.
Okay.
Third and first, yes, sir.
I should
Infield.
know that. I called the games all last year. But so where's baseball fit into this?
Um, I'm currently looking for a place to play right now, in college. Looking to just continue playing and yeah.
What's your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Um, I don't know. I've always done it. I just love the game. Being out there with my friends. Just grown up in it, and I just really love the game.
How's the team look this year?
We're gonna compete. We're looking good. We're young, but we're gonna compete.
What's your favorite subject at Boswell and why?
Um, Probably history. Through the years, I've had some pretty good teachers. I like learning about history. It's fun.
Okay. Is there a coach or a teacher who's had a big impact on you while you've been at Boswell?
Um, Definitely, Coach Brown. I know he's gone now, but he uh he was
He's
a big,
still alive. He's
yeah, or yes, gone from Basel, gone from Basel. But he really impacted me. I mean, he was my coach seventh grade. Started in seventh grade and came all the way up, and he was a big part. I talked about history. My history teacher, Miss Romero, she was a big part last year. Really impacted me.
Do you have any plans or goals after high school? I know you talked about college. Would you want to play football or would you want to play baseball?
I mean, I I'm really just looking to play baseball in college. And I'm looking to major in engineering as well.
Okay.
And yeah, just wanna continue
You,
playing baseball.
you gonna come back and work for the city?
Maybe. I don't know.
We tried to get rid of your dad, but he wouldn't stay away. Um, do you have any schools that are talking to you right now?
Um, Not at the moment. Just trying to reach out and go do some evaluation days and visit some schools and trying to find somewhere to play.
Uh, I'm a Tarleton grad. They've just opened up their an engineering degree program there,
Oh wow. I didn't
so
know that. That's
it's pretty
awesome.
close.
What are you looking forward to most um, as you continue your senior year? Outside of football, what are you looking forward to most?
Um, Graduating for sure. I mean, high school's been fun, but definitely graduating. I mean, obviously it's bittersweet. Like I've been growing up with all my friends like through school and everything like that, and it's just all coming to an end. But I mean, gonna have fun.
Have you got your eye on prom?
Uh, um, I mean, not really, not yet. I haven't thought much about that, but excited for that.
Well, finally, Colton, this is your moment. We do this at the end of the show every week. Who would you like to give a shout out to? Who might be watching tonight that you want to give a shout out to?
Definitely everybody that came out to support me today. Mom, my dad, my grandparents, both of my grandparents, both mom's parents and dad's parents, um, and all my family at Mission City Church.
Oh, awesome.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Well, we really appreciate you being on with us tonight. I hope you had fun.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All
Thank you
right.
for having me.
And we certainly hope you guys get the win on Friday night against Weatherford and then upset Lake Ridge. I don't want to call it upset though.
Let's take care of Weatherford first.
Just, yeah,
Let's
One
just
game
talk
at a
about
time.
Weatherford.
and get this team into the playoffs. And anyway, we wish you guys the best of luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So this will be again, like I said, final broadcast from Red's Barbecue. Get in, make it out here. You don't get to be on the show this week, so I want to thank them, especially Amy and Justin, for all their support and hosting the show, allowing us into their business each week. It's been a lot of fun. Uh, I am going to miss it. And like I say, next week we have that special presentation from the lecture hall at Boswell High School. And you don't want to miss that one, man. It doesn't matter if you're a young Pioneer fan or an old Pioneer fan. We got a bunch of good ones coming back that we've been blessed to watch throughout the years. Uh, it's going to be tough, but looking forward to that show next week. It will be 5 o'clock. And the Pioneers are at home this week in a huge game against the Weatherford Kangaroos with playoff implications. Come out, cheer the boys on, man. They feed you feed off the energy,
Yes.
Oh, yes,
right?
sir. For sure.
And so we want you guys to come out, fill the stands, and cheer the boys on to a Pioneer win. If you can't make the game, catch it right here on our YouTube channel. Pre-game 6:30. Don't want to miss that. We'll have the seniors kickoff at 7, and you don't want to miss that at all either as they walk through that tunnel. Do they still sign the inside of the tunnel?
We haven't since COVID.
Okay. So a few years ago when they had the old
The old tunnel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the seniors would go in and they would actually sign the side of it.
Yeah.
And so that was kind of cool. But anyway, looking forward to that and seeing all these great kids walk through for the last time. Uh, it's going to be a lot of fun. So that'll do it for this one. For Coach Weaver, Keith Diamond, Colton Coursey, and all the crew here at Red's Barbecue, I'm Jim Howard saying good night from Red's Barbecue and go Boz.
Go Boz.
Pioneer Sports, extra tales of great Boswell's, never rock and roll.